Hello and welcome to the corner. All right. No more black guys. All right. Hello and welcome to the corner. I'm the Frosted Glass and I'm joined by my fellow Alabaster Savages. I like boobs. Well, I was in black. No, because I was in blackface at the time. Let's see. Moonshock. Yeah. Yeah.
That
All right.
comment cut deep, didn't it, Moon?
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad. I
this
forgot to
thing,
unmute you guys.
Oh, you bastard.
Anyway,
gonna have to redo
I
it
like
all.
boobs.
Wait, seriously, we were muted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, you a bitch!
It's Moonshock.
Once again, bitch boy here. Hi.
Hey!
So
I think I hurt Moonshock's feelings. I'm
So that
I'm
means they
sorry,
heard-
Moon.
So that means
Liar!
they heard me. That means they heard me say no more blacks with no context.
By the way, if you want to have high or something high say son to you, then yeah, now is the time to do it. So
All right.
we'll get to it all this time.
Pterodime mantis.
You ain't fat, you ain't nothing.
Exactly. And this week's special guest, Tyr Alexander.
What up? I would complain about not being an Alabaster Savage, but I didn't vote for Biden, so I am
Yeah.
one.
You.
You're the whitest guy I know. Yeah.
See, so that context doesn't matter because I'm not a black guy.
Yeah.
You can have me on again.
So, how have you guys been doing?
I am.
I've been good.
Yeah, that. Bye.
Tired and achy, but that's par for the course.
All right. So, as you know, it was recently 4th of July. So, let's say we start with a relevant article.
Sounds good.
Oh,
Why
Lord.
some have an issue with Juneteenth, but can happily celebrate the 4th of July.
Because Juneteenth is a retarded name.
Yeah, Juneteenth
Hey,
is a
because
stupid
Juneteenth-
name and a ridiculous holiday, and it was mainly made up because Kwanzaa didn't stick.
Because
How
they
the
can't
mi-
think of any better
To be
word.
fair,
Juneteenth.
well, to be fair, it was celebrated only in Texas. It's like it was a Texas type holiday.
Hi, Ebony.
So, hi, Ebony.
How the myth of-
Ebony.
How the myth of blackwashing history erases black existence.
Okay, who the fuck is this person? Petira?
Petiri Iron?
Is that a Petiri?
Petri Ira.
Hey, Petri dish. You've never been oppressed in your life, so shut up.
Wait a minute, Moon. Where's my warning? I don't want to click on anything and get scared, okay?
Motherfucker, you're right here. You ain't getting no warning.
I can't.
Fuck you, I deserve a...
I can't hear Pete. I can't hear Petrie without thinking of the pterodactyl from Land Before Time.
Yeah.
Neither can I.
Just because I was a '90s kid.
Yeah.
This person has a picture, not like a cartoonish picture as her avatar, so I will not be able to find an image for her. Sorry.
Oh well. We'll have to
Thank
figure it
God.
out.
But instead, I will do images for random black guy.
We already know
Yay!
what he looks like. There's a picture of him on the screen.
Oh, and
Look it out.
speaking of which, when I was looking for a picture for Tyr for the thumbnail, I tried just Googling Tyr Alexander, and the result was Tyr Alexander, gay porn star.
Whoa!
Nice.
Oh my God! I'm finally in Google. Yeah. Wait. God damn it! Did it tell about my 50 videos?
Yeah, that all the results seem to be linked to gay porn of some type.
Yes. I was really
Hey,
proud of black guy takes 50 dicks in one ass. I was really proud of that.
Was it
that
actually a black guy who was the porn star, though, Frosty?
Wait,
do
Tyr,
you think-
that was you?
Well, Terry, I can't.
What? Oh my god! Yeah.
Well, Terry, when
were you that Gunsky?
Well, Terry, when I saw a gay porn star, I can't say I clicked the link.
Well, where's your intellectual curiosity, Frosty?
I'm not that curious.
What, you don't want to
He's
see me
only-
gape?
He's a bit curious. He's bi-curious.
There you go.
Black people recently celebrated Juneteenth on the 19th of June. And now that the 4th of July is here, some Americans are getting ready to celebrate the holiday with dignity and pride.
How
Although
dare
as
they?
Juneteenth comes around each year, it faces waves of backlash.
I was hoping they'd write Blacklash.
Wait, each year? Isn't this only the second time it's been done?
Something like that.
Well, technically, it's the second time. No, it's been at least
Outside of Texas.
No, Trump made it. I believe Trump made it a holiday in 2019.
No, Biden made it a national holiday.
Oh well, somebody made it a national holiday. Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Go ahead.
I will recognize Valentine's Day before I recognize Juneteenth as a legitimate holiday.
I really think we
And
should celebrate the end
Valentine's
of
Day
the
is
war.
like Valentine's Day is like the ultimate non-holiday.
Hey,
Heck, you could even make an argument for Earth Day above Juneteenth.
To be
Valentine's Day is
fair-
very important. Those chocolates won't sell themselves.
to be fair, Singles Awareness Day is a very important holiday in the single community. Okay,
Mhm.
I cry into my pillow a lot.
No, Valentine's Day is just rub it into the single people day.
Well, you better stop putting pepper spray in your pillow, then, dude.
Yeah.
That
But it makes it taste
Valentine's
really good.
Day, aka Die Alone Day.
No,
I
it's Singles Awareness Day. Okay,
Yeah.
we don't call it
Single-
Down Day
Single
anymore.
Awareness Day is what I've usually heard it referred to as.
What'd you say, Terry?
Singles Awareness Day is what I've usually heard it referred to as.
No.
We don't call it Die Alone Day after the suicides.
No, James. Talking about a black holiday, it's a blacklash. See?
That's what I said.
Yes. What's
With-
Terry's?
With some people asking why black Americans get a holiday in the first place. The pattern is the same every year. Every year of these 2 years.
Shouldn't that be?
Yeah.
Shouldn't that be
Randall brings
African
up a good point.
Americans?
Black Americans get an entire month of the year. Not only that, they get an additional day with Martin Luther King Day. We have a month and a day dedicated just to black people.
Well, yes, but it's clearly
Just
racist.
because there's no reason to celebrate someone because of their skin color. Skin
Jack.
color isn't an accomplishment.
Jack, Black History Month is racist because they made the shortest month Black History Month.
Black History Month is racist because it's fucking Black History Month.
Shut
Black
up,
History is
Randy.
American history.
Honky,
Yes, sir.
I ain't talking to you.
Oh.
If it weren't for Black History Month, would anybody know who invented peanut butter?
There you go.
You know what it is when they talk about black history, it's always like they talk about some invention which a black person only has partial involvement with at best.
Tyr, answer me this question. If you put your dick
Yes,
into
sir.
a jar of peanut butter, would someone say, your chocolate's in my peanut butter?
There you go.
Ah! I hope so.
I still think instead of Black History Month, History Month, they should call it Dead Nigger Month because they're talking about dead niggers.
Well, it is. Wait a minute, Ty. It's cold. We can call it Dead Nigger Storage Month.
There you go.
Stop. Can you get down?
The pattern is the same every year. Some white Americans resort to centering themselves whenever June approaches, and then are confused as to why some black people do not recognize or celebrate the 4th of July.
Hey, I don't celebrate the.
Wait a
4th of
minute.
July.
Pause. Who? Wait a minute.
What?
You're telling me that there are black people that don't celebrate the 4th of July? Are they American?
No, they're
Like
African.
I said,
American.
I'm not black and I don't celebrate the 4th of July.
I'll tell you, you don't count.
Terry, you're a fucking communist then.
Well, you're in a
If
fictional
you
country.
if you celebrate the 4th of July, then you ain't black.
I was gonna say that if you don't celebrate the 4th of
Shit,
July.
man, my black card has just been revoked, burnt up, and torn in half.
Well, Tier,
In
I
that
have to
order.
ask. When do I get my
Yeah.
privilege card? I've been waiting for it.
No,
because
I've got news. I've got news for you. Even if you've lost your black rights, I still have a nigger pass, so I will share it with you until you're able to reapply.
Speaking of which, I seem to have misplaced my nigger pass.
Whoa!
Here. Do you
Wait,
have an extra one for me?
Wait, why does
most
this?
definitely. Oh, most definitely.
Why does this nigga pass
What?
say buy one get one free on it?
Why does my nigger pass say get out of jail free on it?
Oh, mine has an expiration date of 1979.
I'm sorry, Moonshock. That's my old one. Jack, Jack, you can use that with any Monopoly game, or hand that to the cop.
Or in San Francisco.
Okay,
San
okay,
Francisco.
here. It's dad joke time. So
Lord.
all this thing about black rights. What about black lefts?
Mm-hmm. I think that's actually a good rule change. Next time I play Monopoly, all the black people should start in jail.
Oh damn! No. You have to get rid of the go to jail space. It has to be like reparations space or something like that.
No, fuck
reparations.
that.
The new one, the new ruling from house rule from Monopoly is all the black people start in jail, but they get $400. So
If
I
you
think
were
it's
to make
fair.
if you were to make a black Monopoly, what would you make the tokens?
A
fried chicken.
mule?
Watermelon, fried chicken.
A watermelon?
Corn rolls,
Is there a way-
grape soda.
Is there a way to represent not being able to swim?
Some guy drowning.
Yeah, there you go.
A gold tooth. Just one. Not a whole. Just one gold tooth.
A single mother would be another good one.
A cotton gin.
There you go.
No, we're not playing 18 edition. God damn it, we playing.
James Kelly says, "Don't forget the crack pipe."
There you go.
No, we not playing Washington edition either. James, God, get your edition straight.
Well, see, and just like all the spaces are from Atlantic City, would you name all the places based on places in Compton or something like that, or L.A.?
No, we got named
Crenshaw.
in New York. No, we got named in New York.
Well, we should probably get to the second paragraph.
Fuck this article. I want to talk about Black Monopoly, damn it.
Black Monopoly, you're allowed to burn the board.
There you go.
It's not Black Monopoly. It's Blackopoly.
Blackopoly.
Niggaopoly. If you feeling adventurous.
You
No,
can
that'll
still
be-
go to jail, but only if you steal over $900.
There you go.
Juneteenth is a holiday that
You don't own
celebrates.
houses, you own apartments.
Oh, I know. And to go to jail. It's not good. Actually, no. Free parking is it's like a pink slip. So you're fine.
No, free parking is stolen car radio.
Instead of like got
No, it's
second
welfare
place,
check. It's
instead
welfare
of
check.
got second place in a beauty
It is
contest,
welfare
it's
check.
Welfare check.
instead of got second place
Instead
in a beauty contest, it's you talk too loud in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Collect $10.
You talk too loud in the movie and got thrown out. Collect $200.
Instead of passing go, you steal someone's bike.
Steal someone's bike. Move to the nearest railroad.
No, they're not railroads.
No, move to the nearest subway line.
No, they're not railroads. They're alleys.
No, they're subways. God damn it.
Now, when you get the go directly to jail, there's an option to resist arrest.
No, they can't be subways because those are in mega country.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Man. We call them mobile insaniasylums. That's what they're called now. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So
Second
June
article. First
Juneteenth
section,
is a holiday that celebrates the freedom of black people in America when the end of slavery was proclaimed. Whereas the 4th of
No.
July is an annual celebration that commemorates the nation's Declaration of Independence from British rule in 1776.
Wow.
These
this
two-
person's actually accurate for the time.
No, they're wrong. So Juneteenth was the last day when the last slaves held in Confederate captivity in Texas was freed. Slaves had already been freed. The last holdout of slavery was Juneteenth. Bitch, you're wrong.
In the words of Chef, have you ever heard of the Emancipation Proclamation?
No, I don't like.
No,
hip-hop.
I've never
I don't
seen
listen to
Star
hip hop.
Wars.
I don't listen to hip hop.
All right. These two holidays are starkly different from each other. Their histories on American soil cannot even begin to be compared. What is the 4th of July to a black person? On July 5th, 1852, Frederick Douglass gave a keynote address at an Independence Day celebration and asked, "What to the slave is the 4th of July?" Because we hear about this speech every damn 4th of July. All right. Douglas challenged the hypocrisy of celebrating the 4th of July while slavery still existed in the United States.
Yeah. Here's the problem with that. It doesn't exist in the United States anymore.
No, it's still the
What?
same.
That means I'm free? Fuck you, Moonshock.
Whoa.
Because like prisons and stuff. Because all black people have to go to prison. All right. He questioned the meaning of independence and freedom for enslaved African Americans who were denied basic human rights. This frames the issues black people still face today. Celebrating a holiday that boasts the principles of freedom, equality, and unity in a nation that has not yet and systemically robs non-white people of these values is contradictory. This explains why black Americans do not recognize the holiday and choose to celebrate holidays that speak to their history and existence. Yeah, no black people celebrate it. Did you know that?
What? Oh, come on. It's the one day in the year that you can actually light shit on fire and blow things up. They should
No,
do
that's
whatever
not-
the hell you want.
Come on now. We have burned down the city day.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
every day.
you know,
They're celebrating it right now in
Exactly.
France. On the 4th of July,
They don't count.
On the 4th of July, 1776, the Declaration of Independence was adopted. The Declaration of Independence was not written for black people or with black people's rights in mind. When drafted, it proclaimed that all men are created equal and that they possess certain unalienable rights, such as life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. All men was never and still is not fully inclusive to everyone who was not white.
Oh, for
So-
fuck's sake.
So why
God
celebrate?
damn it.
So why celebrate a holiday that celebrates the continued oppression of a group of people who were wrongly deemed as inferior?
Because they're not deemed inferior now. Shit happened in the past. Get the fuck over it.
Why don't we
No,
just say,
they're deemed inferior by a lot of leftists.
Why don't
That
we
is
just
true.
say? Why don't we just say? Why don't you go outside and play hide and go fuck yourself?
Yeah. I mean, we've
Agreed.
already learned that without affirmative action, black people cannot succeed.
Oh, clearly.
Yeah.
Well, the people have outright stated that.
And now that what was it? The such and such was overturned.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell was it? Yeah, there you go.
Affirmative action.
That's the thing. Thank you.
Mhm.
I was thinking the other kind of AA.
Yeah.
Juneteenth is a holiday celebrated on June 19th, which is not indicated by the title of the holiday because it's a stupid
clearly.
name,
True.
to commemorate the emancipation of enslaved people in the U.S. In the aftermath
What?
of the In the aftermath of the Civil War, enslaved people were declared free under the terms of the 1862 Emancipation Proclamation. Oh, she has heard of it.
That just means you don't have to pay to own them anymore. You can just take them for free.
Yeah. Uh, Juneteenth and the 4th of July cannot be compared because one holiday endorses systemic racism, and the other stands for the emancipation of black people.
That's why I
So
like
one
the
was
first one better.
Juneteenth, and the other one was is Juneteenth.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've got a question here. You know, not every single black person in this country is a descendant of a slave. We've had
That's
lots
true.
and lots and lots of them that have immigrated since the Civil War. So they have no idea what it's like to be a descendant of a slave. All of this stupid argument this dipshit's making is completely irrelevant to them.
I mean,
And
some
even
of,
Well, you gotta remember, all black people we're monolith. Me and Ebony are the exact same person.
Correct.
We're
They
all a
ma-
hive mind.
they made the conscious choice to move here. Nobody forced them to move here. Nobody said, "Hey, look, if you better move there because if you don't, then you're going to be a slave." Nobody told them that if you move there, you will be enslaved. No. You want to know why? Because it no longer exists. We liberated all of them. All of them.
Are you sure about that?
Shut up. Every person in this country is equal. We have settled this a long time ago. There is no such thing as systemic racism in this country. All it's doing is giving this stupid motherfucker a platform. Oh, look at me. Oh, look at me.
I hate to be that guy, Moon, but there is such a thing as systemic racism in this
Not a-
country. But it was just overturned a few days ago.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes.
Well, although we still have hate crime laws, that one's still around. I'd say that's systemic racism.
Fine.
My
Whatever.
stance on reparations is that the emus owe us big time, and I will collect my check from the emus anytime they're ready.
Okay, fine.
and-
Maybe I'm going a little bit too much on this, but tell me what I have, like over Tyr, for example. What do I have over him that he can't get, but I can? Nothing.
You have
Zero.
red hair. I can't
Yeah,
get red hair.
You're a member of
You
the
most
Ginger
certainly
Master
can.
race.
It's called a dye. A ginger
No,
master.
I want authentic red hair. I
And-
want
and-
Irish blood.
And no people with dyed red hair will not be allowed in the ethno state.
Exactly. So I can't get in.
Yeah, but you know what?
And
I can't grow a curly black hair on my head either. So there you go.
I'll trade you.
I can't get dark skin. So there you go.
I'll trade you.
I
That's
can't
what we-
get a second nipple. So there you go.
You can get dark skin, Moon. There's plenty of fake tans available.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'll identify as Rachel Dolezal, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Moon, I'll trade you your red hair for my curly nappy shit.
I didn't say nappy. I just said curly. There's a difference.
See,
Uh,
to me, nappy is what like babies wear and they shit in.
Yes. So basically, what you're saying is that they shit on the black people's head. Is that what you're saying?
Well,
So they
that-
get
well,
shit out.
that's what nappy means to me. I don't know what it means in the context of hair, unless he does have a baby shitting on his head on a regular basis.
No, so my hair, if I don't cut it, it'll curl up tighter and tighter.
Okay.
It just curls in on itself, and it becomes hard to comb.
Well, I mean, do you keep yours
Nappy.
pretty closely cut?
Yes.
Yeah. See, and I mean, you see the white people that they're pulling this dreadlock bullshit, and you're like, just go fucking wash your hair, you goddamn hippie.
A-
You know,
and,
it's
Yes.
disgusting.
and for the record, dreadlocks don't look good on anyone, white or black.
No,
No
they
one.
don't. They
I
look
have-
disgusting.
Braniel brought up an interesting point. What about the Irish and the Chinese? Because after the Emancipation Proclamation, we still pretty much totally run roughshod over those groups.
We don't talk about the Irish or the Chinese because they're Irish and Chinese and they're not black.
Yeah,
Well,
we
let's see.
still have
Irish-
railroads to build. Come on.
Well, the Irish were,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Irish are treated just as much as second class citizens as they claim the blacks are being treated today.
I
Even
totally
worse
agree.
in some cases.
All right, we'll take the chinks and the niggers, but we don't want the Irish.
And that's
I can support that attitude.
and what he means by this by chicks is that's CHINX, you know, like Latinx. It's CHINX.
ah.
See,
right.
We got to make sure that we specify that, and we get because we don't want
Agreed,
to
Ebony.
sound
The
we don't want to sound racist.
Agreed.
As in RAYCISS, racist.
Racist.
Whether people want to accept it or not, white people and black people in America have had two very different journeys. The oppression of one group has led to the uplifting of another, and that is not even close to being equal.
Oh my God.
My head hurts.
Frosty, why do you do this to me? Why?
I think
Because-
Frost is a secret masochist.
Oh, he
He likes to make
absolutely
others
is.
suffer.
He
No,
absolutely is.
that would be a sadist.
No, you just like everyone to suffer with you.
I call shenanigans on us both having different journeys. Both of us can listen to "Don't Stop Believing." That is not a racial distinction.
Yeah, and be
It
equally gay.
Just make sure that you hold on to that feeling.
Right.
Street lights and people.
Yeah.
Since
Street
Juneteenth,
lights.
People. Tear,
Pride
don't
Month
get
is
your job.
over.
Immediately.
Since
And
Juneteenth
Priam
became
doesn't
a
mute Jack before he starts singing as well.
Since Juneteenth became a federal holiday, many have taken issue with its existence. Some say that American history is being blackwashed, and that white people are being erased because of wokeness.
Yeah.
However,
Little
this is-
Mermaid.
specifically gingers. However,
The ginger genocide.
yep.
Yeah, I mean that's the
ginger-
blackest ginger I've ever seen in my life.
The ginger side. That's what it is. The ginger side.
The ginger
Yeah.
side.
However, this is a clear fallacy. One that was
Fallacy?
created by people who fear black people being treated fairly and equally in society.
Do you know what that means? You actually have to present evidence. You can't just say it's wrong and then just kind of like brush it off.
No, boobs. We can make look. I can make all the unfounded claims I want because I'm black and you're white, and you just gotta fucking accept it. I love you,
sorry.
boobs.
I'm sorry, Massa. What?
Love you too, Tier.
Would you guys like a moment in the corner? Oh wait, no, we're in the corner. Never mind.
I can always make it a three-way one shot.
Don't ever do that again.
You two
So
can
this-
be gay after the show. We have an article to read.
So this is why Jack likes the BBC.
Talking about the British Broadcasting Corporation.
Oh man.
One that was created by people who fear black people being treated fairly and equally in society. That's not a complete sentence.
Are you gonna actually give us an explanation, or are you just going to say wrong?
Also, a lot of the founding fathers were against slavery. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Due to
I
this,
just love how we use. Let me give you a cut. I just love how we use today's morality to justify, to judge past actions. Yes, slavery was a thing. Slavery is as old as humans are. There are mentions in slaves in books far back, way before America ever had them. You know, and at some point, every major civilization to ever rise had slaves. Now, what they do with their slaves? Probably never fucking freed them. But America freed its slaves. You know, they fought a fucking war for it. Get the fuck over it.
also, point to me a nation that's over like 300 years old, where that celebrates its founding, that hasn't done awful shit in its past.
Yeah.
And America paid. You know, they talk about reparations all the time. America paid already very, very dearly with one of the
With
bloodiest
lives.
perhaps the bloodiest war in our history. I don't know. Maybe.
I can name a country, Australia. Everything bad we did was just to the Abbo, so that doesn't count.
Okay, there's one exception.
Okay,
No.
fine. Wait a minute. Hold on. They're not 200 years old. They're not 300 years old, though. You're not that old.
When did you become independent from the British?
Was it? I think it's. Oh God, I used to know this. 1788, something like that.
I would suggest the possibility that Australia started its existence with bad actions, seeing as it was a prison and all that.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, but we committed those crimes against the English. That also doesn't count.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
hey,
fair.
Tara, I got a question for you. Apparently, after the reparations study suggests that each African American should receive $151 million. Would you be for reparations if someone just wanted to shove that much money in your pocket?
Well, see, I know what it would do to the economy because I have an intelligent brain. I can do basic fucking math, and I realize that $127 million would be like 150.
Yeah.
Like not 150 million. Like just 150 after every black person got it. So I wouldn't want it. It wouldn't even be worth the paper it's printed on.
Tier. Every black American gets $150 million. What are the first things that get blown out of the market completely?
Escalades, malt liquor, cigarettes, and weave.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Not in that order, but close to it.
Dave Chappelle already covered.
And fried
this.
chicken. Fried chicken. My bad. I totally fucking forgot fried chicken.
Oh, wait. Are you saying that you like that OE?
I can't help it. I think the weed industry would fucking go nuts.
Let's see. Due to this, whenever Black History Month and Juneteenth come around, some people say, why do black people get all these holidays? Or what about white holidays? People who utter these sentences have the fear of white people being erased from the face of the earth.
I don't have a fear of white people being erased from the earth.
And your argument against all of these claims are...
So in order to combat this fear, myths and deflections such as blackwashing come in to dismiss black history.
So you're not actually going to address any concerns in this article at all. You're just going to say everyone is wrong except you. And that's pretty much the whole point.
Yeah, I mean, she wrote it down, so it's got to be true.
And it's on Medium, a very reputable source.
Yeah, it's a very reputable site.
Would someone really go on the internet and lie like that?
You just assume that you're the center of the universe, don't you? You just assume that you're the main character of your story, and that's all there is to it.
Well, I am the main character.
You are a brainlet. You are a tiny, tiny brain who has no concept outside of their own pathetic existence.
Oh my God, why are you talking to me like that, Boots? What did I do? Oh God. Sorry.
So in order to combat this fear, myths and deflections such as blackwashing come in to dismiss black history and black experiences in an attempt to shift attention away from black people. Some white people fear that black holidays and education around black people solely exist to demonize white people.
Correct.
It does.
Which is untrue.
Oh.
Oh my!
See?
I color me corrected.
Yeah, I bet you guys feel foolish now.
I do.
I don't, but I did.
Thank God she said something.
The issue with book bans...
Here I'm thinking I was just a racist.
The issue with book bans and decisions to ban critical race theory instruction in schools is that these decisions are the product of white people who benefit from systems of privilege, being afraid of the truth that...
People think that we're trying to demonize white people, but that's all those evil white people's fault.
That's poppycock. That's not true.
Let's see.
Boulder Dash, I say. Boulder Dash!
Okay. Who benefit from systems of privilege, being afraid of the truth and the history of our society. Because acknowledging how race is a construct created to award privileges and power immediately poses a threat to white supremacy's existence. So opting to weaponize black history is a better option than letting systems of privilege crumble.
Are those sirens out here?
They are.
Yeah.
God damn it, Terry. Tell the Admiral to stop doing whatever the fuck they're doing.
No. They heard that I was talking to a black man, and you can't do that.
Oh yeah.
We heard you were talking to a black man. Are you okay, sir?
You need a sentence, and he's stealing your car.
The celebration of Juneteenth and the 4th of July cannot be compared, because the holidays resulted from two very different circumstances. The 4th of July for some Americans is liberation, though that liberation does not apply to black Americans, because it was never created to serve that purpose in the first place.
Yes,
It is
it
a-
was.
It is
Just an
very...
idiot, and you're historically illiterate.
It is a very dangerous tactic to compare the two holidays as if they are the same, like a competition that determines popularity. Some have an issue with the celebration of Juneteenth because it exemplifies black courage, resistance, and the path to freedom, which scares many, specifically those who do not see the issues embedded within what came of the 4th of July itself.
Nobody has a problem with that, and I'll tell you why. Because nobody thinks that's what Juneteenth's about. People think that
Juneteenth would be a
is-
holiday. Go ahead.
Juneteenth is about a small sect of guilty white liberals who are and self-hating black people who need an extra special 1,000 days out of a 365-day year to feel special about themselves because they are only secured through external validation, which is really fucking sad.
Tier.
Look, this is my thing.
Tier.
Juneteenth wouldn't be a. Go ahead.
I put a link in
Yes.
chat just for you.
Oh God. Do I want to click on it?
Yes.
Yes,
it's
you
fine.
did.
Oh, Tyr got a
Moonshock, I
web.
love you.
Tyr got a webcam. All right.
Oh dear.
Moonshock, you are the best.
I
Well-
know.
Well, with the end of the first article comes the first game,
Oh,
and that
Lord.
game is Sad Lib's Double Prompt Edition,
The best one there is.
where I take 4 headlines from Medium, take out 2 words, and you guys have to fill in those words Mad Lib style, and then the chat votes on which one is best. So, Jack, I need a
Now-
type of... What?
When you mean type of person, what can you give me an example?
I don't know, like an asshole, a lawyer, occupation,
Well,
what
let's
they're
go with
like.
A Jew.
let's go with the theme. Yeah, let's go with the theme of the last article and say black.
I feel attacked. I don't know why, but I did. Just want to throw it out there.
All right, Moon, give me a person.
It's a living thing.
I told you to mute him.
Michelle Obama.
Moon instantly wins. I sense it coming.
Thank you.
All right, Terry, I need a person.
I don't know.
possessive.
It's not Stacey Abrams.
Since we seem to be on a theme, I will go with Malcolm X's.
Ty may come from behind and win this.
All right, and Tier, I need a place.
White House.
Nose candy found in the White House, belonging to.
Now they're saying it belonged to Kamala.
On the radio the other day, they were referring to him as Joe Blow.
All right, Terry, give me a living thing.
A cockroach.
Ooh.
All right, let's see. Tier, give me a living thing, plural.
Rats.
Rats? Did you say rats?
Yeah, rats.
Huh.
They're living things.
All right, and Jack, give me a building.
I don't know if I should. I don't know if it's too edgy for YouTube, but I'm gonna go for it. The Twin Towers.
There you go.
Oh, bravo!
No. Braniel's giving me a dirty look.
Well, forget
Bradley,
Braniel.
you keep that dirty look to yourself. That's
Lock it in. Twin Towers is in.
I think that might be a sore spot.
But why did Braniel work on it or? All right.
was he there that day?
All right. Moon, give me a person.
Jill Biden.
Oof.
Oh, I think I triggered James.
Too James.
Too soon, motherfucker. That was 22 years ago.
Everyone knows it should be hashtag too soon ye. Didn't you watch the comedy special?
I gotta say, Terry, that was a hilarious joke.
Yes, it really was. I'm glad you repeated it 5 times.
Braniel lost 19 friends that day. Spud gun. All right, let's see. So, Jax is... I love being a black, but I resent not being a cockroach.
Okay.
All right, and Moons... What Michelle Obama can teach rats about love and queerness.
Oh.
All right,
I can talk to them. They look just like me.
all right, Terry's... Malcolm X's sexual awakening happened inside the Twin Towers.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, nothing like having a building shoved up your ass, is it?
All right,
He speaks from experience.
Shut up.
And Tears... Almost getting abducted from the White House taught Jill Biden self-doubt is dangerous.
Pretty on the nose, isn't it?
It's too bad you didn't go with AOC.
Yeah.
Too bad you didn't go with Joe Biden.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, nah, because the last time I said Joe Biden, that was the actual one.
Yes.
It's not a threat because we didn't know what the article was.
I'm gonna have to go with mine though, because it's very apt.
I'm gonna go with Moonshock.
But I think
I'm gonna go with Moon as well.
I voted for myself.
Oh,
so y'all won't vote for me because I'm black? That's racist. That is racist. That's racist. That's racist.
Do I have to put that picture in chat again?
No. We
Yes.
saw your attempt. We saw your attempt to pander to us by putting white in your answer, but we see through that shit.
Damn, I'm really trying to get it.
Now, what happened if cockroach was monkey?
There you
Wow,
go.
Apparently the 9/11 joke is faring better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
I like how Jack thinks that people on the internet don't like to joke about 9/11.
Yeah, I know.
20 votes,
That's a good
29
point.
watching.
I
What the
forgot
heck?
who I was talking about.
Yeah.
9 people haven't
Yeah.
voted.
Yeah. Also, we
have you ever seen We're Not Aiming for the Truck?
yeah, that's a good one. Also, we have 29 viewers, but only 9 likes, which is pretty messed
For
up.
some reason, I always have one more like on my screen than you do on yours because I see 10.
Now there's.
I see 11.
Fine, I'll like the stream. I don't know why I don't like this stream. I hate it.
Well,
No, you just hate the people you stream with. You don't hate the stream. It's okay.
I don't hate this people I stream with. I hate the fucking articles, man.
This is a bug hunt, man.
This whole stream is like is like torture, man.
And you,
It's torture.
and you come back every week.
No, Toy,
Yeah,
no,
he
you're my
does.
friend. I've been told that this is a true thing.
Raniel, are you holding a gun to his head, making him show up every week?
He is.
Alright. So the winner is Moon with 54%.
Oh yeah! See, I win. My streak is starting up again.
Do not streak. No one wants to see that.
Yeah.
Are you
I
sure
do.
about that? Don't ever do that again. Ever. Don't do that.
Stop.
You know, I love when you're forceful.
You're just making him erect. Stop it.
Okay, fine. Do it again, baby. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Oh,
And,
Show me that missing nipple.
and now for our next article. Dear citizens of the USA, please don't call us aliens. It's
I'm gonna
down-
need so much context for that one.
Perbita Chakraborty.
Yeah, no, I'm
Okay.
going to call you aliens, and frankly, ever calling you illegal immigrants was a tremendous mistake.
Can I just
That-
can I
I
just
think-
call you fucking border jumpers and tell you go back to your fucking homeland and get out mine?
Yeah, I think that the biggest tactical mistake we made in this whole debate was ever conceding the calling them illegal immigrants, because that just gave the Dems a foothold to call them immigrants, which they are not.
Correct.
It's downright
No,
disrespectful.
Remember, no one is illegal. Fuck you. Yes, they are.
It's
Ugh,
downright
what?
disrespectful and dehumanizing.
Okay.
That's the point.
I don't
We're
care.
criminals. We're not. We're not.
I'm already in favor. You don't need to sell it to me.
Exactly.
Her picture is in chat. She looks about as you would expect.
I'd fuck her.
He likes those Indian ladies.
I know that something about that unibrow just turns me on.
I don't know. I'm just saying I can see why the word abort is in her name.
I said fuck her, not reproduce.
Well, I think that her name probably translates to "I should have been aborted as a child
Yeah.
or as a baby."
No, that's what Lily Singh's name translates to. I don't know about hers.
Never have I heard the term alien used in context with human beings before. An alien culture, yes.
Lies.
Yeah,
An
yeah,
alien.
yeah, you have. That's the word. That's the word we use. That's the word we're supposed to use.
An alien land, yes. An alien feeling, yes to that too. But how would you feel if I called you an alien? Here's how I
I
felt.
would think I would think it was inaccurate because I'm not. If I went to
Yeah.
America illegally, then I would be.
It's sort of like
It's-
how a criminal might feel bad for being called a criminal. Well, here's an idea. Don't do crime, you won't be called a criminal.
But I can't help it. I'm black, Jack. God.
Yeah, it's in his DNA.
Stop it.
The-
I didn't mean
Just
to steal that
because-
car.
just because you don't appreciate the consequences of your actions, that doesn't mean that we should stop doing the thing you don't appreciate. Maybe you should stop doing the action. You fucking retard.
What is the saying? What is the saying? Ignorance of the law is not excuse of the law. You broke our laws by entering our country illegally. You are an alien. Go the fuck home.
Here's how I felt the first time I landed in the USA. Many moons ago, in 2006, I landed at the SFO, San Francisco Airport. Don't put
What's the
SFO
Okay.
if you're just going to spell it out.
What's the O stand for?
I don't know.
Cisco.
Airline codes? Who knows what they stand for?
It's just San Francisco.
That was my
Works
first
at an
trip.
airport. Know the codes.
That was my first trip to the USA. I went for an office project. After landing and disembarking from the flight, I was looking for the queue for the non-American citizens for customs and immigration. I was surprised to see there weren't any signs like that. It was either the US citizens or the aliens. Like-
X to fucking doubt. Hard.
Like what? It shocked me, literally. Why would they call me an alien, as if I came from Mars, as if I am one of those who don't exist other than in your fantasy?
Whoa,
It
whoa,
made-
whoa. No one is fantasizing about you, sweetheart.
Wait, pause. All right, so big shocker. I work at an airport. I highly doubt that the sign said, U.S. citizens and or aliens. I highly doubt that on the grounds that it's all one big fucking line.
Well, bear
Like,
in
if you're
mind,
doing
you probably
immigrations,
can't read English.
you're right. I'm sorry. My bad. I here I am using logic and my mistake.
Stop it.
Blackity, blackity, blackity.
It made me feel small. It made me feel disappear. It made me feel run away. I actually wish they would deny my entry and send me back.
Okay,
Well, you
bye.
can just
Wait a
turn
minute.
around and go back
Wait.
if you want.
Yeah, you
Wait a
are.
We're
minute, wait a
still
minute.
here.
You are able to get
Wait a
back
minute.
on a plane.
Wait a minute. I just realized something. Let me process this. Okay, you came over on a office project. That means you came on a work visa, or you had a passport. How are you a fucking alien?
I think a great man who is quoted in the Minions intro is relevant here. Why are you here?
No. She has so. From the context of her article, she isn't what's being called an alien. You have a legitimate and legal reason
No.
to be in our country,
No. Alien just means non-citizen, really.
or a foreigner.
Yeah,
But you are a
Like,
foreigner.
yeah, but like the song Englishman in New York, he literally says, I'm an alien, I'm a legal alien, I'm an Englishman in New York. It just means, foreigner, really. It doesn't mean that
Yeah.
you're there illegally. It just means that you're not of the country.
And what's more, it doesn't mean that you're like an alien from outer space. That's
course
not the
not.
context it's meant for. So stop being facetious, you child.
But you
It is-
remember, she can't speak English because it made me run away. It made me feel run away. What?
It made me feel disappear.
Yeah. Hey, Faceless has it right in chat. He says anyone who is a non-citizen is an alien. We have resident aliens. Correct. Yeah. That's it. Exactly.
It is
So
dehumanizing.
this isn't like an illegal alien thing. This is just I don't like being called an alien,
Yeah.
and you're just kind of being a baby about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm going to quote a good friend of mine, Johnny Hellcat. Have you thought about not being a bitch?
Yeah.
She's from the third world, yet still has first world problems.
Amazing.
Figure that math out. Figure that math out.
Why is U.S. immigration so thoughtless? That was my question. Why can't I be called a non-citizen or a non-resident like the rest of the world?
Because
When you
Because
call-
that has a specific meaning.
yeah.
When you call me an alien, you know what I think of you? You are an utter snob who thinks lowly about others and suffers from a superiority complex.
Or we know words in the English language and use them appropriately.
You know, maybe one of the words in another country is offensive to an alien living there.
I know,
Mind
Oh.
blown.
I know some of you.
Isn't there like a Korean word that sounds like nigger? It's like niga or something like that. And like people got in trouble for speaking like Korean or something on the internet because people have no appreciation for context.
It's like the word black in Spanish is negro. And
How dare you?
So I believe it was, I want to say somebody on Xbox Live had negro
Yeah.
man. Black. He's not calling himself a nigger man or a negro man. It's negro. It's a word. Context matters.
It would be cool if he named himself after Lovecraft's cat. I know some of you may, especially the word police, may think of the term alien as neutral and try to correct me. But no,
Yeah.
it's not a neutral word. It's
Yes,
a
it is.
derogatory
It is.
term. It's
No, it's not.
disparaging to call someone an alien.
No, it's not.
You're just a baby.
Here's what Wikipedia.
You're just someone from the third world with first world problems. Quit your
No, no.
bitching. Go home.
I-
Shave your
I-
unibrow.
I love this. She's citing Wikipedia as a source.
Wow.
Hey, in fairness, it's better than the last author.
Who didn't
cited-
cite shit?
It came to me in a dream.
Here's
I
what
smoked some crack, and it came to me in a thought.
Here's what Wikipedia says about the origin of the term. The term alien is derived from the Latin alienus, which in turn is derived from the Oscan Mancupatus, a pro-Etruscan tribe, meaning a slave. The only problem is not only did she use Wikipedia as a source, but she left out part of it. Because after that, I looked it up. It says comes from Oscan, meaning a slave. The Latin later came to mean a stranger, a foreigner, or someone not related by blood.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Frosty. Hold up. Are you expecting integrity in your Medium articles?
No, what happened was the author looked for any evidence that supported her decision because she didn't like people referring to her as a word that she interprets as a space creature. And then when she found the slightest bit of evidence that supported her idea, completely devoid of any context whatsoever, she just went with it. And that's her entire premise for this whole thing.
So Faceless has it right. Words evolve. You know, the one I constantly use is a naked name, which eventually became nickname after was NECA name. It evolves. It does not mean the same thing. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, you starting to fucking annoy me. Sorry, my inner black man showed for a second there. Sorry about that.
Let's see. Calling human beings aliens is dehumanizing. The first time when I heard the word, I felt hurt, sad, disrespected, and angry. I thought, why on earth? I felt bad about the way the customs
if you're questioning why you're on Earth, maybe you are an alien.
We've been getting reports of reptoids running around. Maybe she's one of those.
Yeah.
I felt bad about the way the customs and immigration officers treated me. I felt I wasn't welcome. I didn't belong there. I felt I was shown the door already, right from the airport.
So go home.
Okay, hold on. I got this one. Let me have this one, Ty. So someone was nice to you because they're on camera, and nowadays everything is being fucking filmed. Someone kindly showed you how to get the hell out of here so you can go where the fuck you want. Oh, I'm so oppressed because I don't belong here. Talk about turning a molehill into a fucking mountain.
This was America's way of looking down on people from other countries and showing its superiority over others. I know many Americans still think that they are superior. They are the best. They look down upon us, the rest of the world.
We are. USA, number one.
Yeah. It starts with the customs and immigration check. They treat you mostly badly, judge you, and think of you as a terrorist or a criminal. Okay. Yeah, X to doubt that the person working security said, you're probably a terrorist or a criminal.
What's your name? Where you from? I see an Indian passport. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of Indian terrorists coming through lately.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of that clip from that show with the autistic doctor kid. He says to the foreign lady, "You're a terrorist, aren't you?"
That would be a good gif.
Yeah, I only know the I'm a surgeon, Dr. Hahn. I'm a surgeon. While he's like blubbering.
As if they are doing you a favor by letting you come through that door. I mean,
we are.
Like when you visit a country, you're like a guest. Like the country's kind of doing you a favor, even if it's not America. And it makes you feel so unwelcome. You start shrinking. You start feeling low about yourself. You lose your self-worth because you come from a poorer country. Bonus points, negative, if you are brown or black.
X
But don't be brown or
to
black.
doubt.
You don't know what a bonus
that's fine.
point
Just
is.
don't be brown or black, and then problem solved.
Yeah,
Or
just
offer your-
light up before you enter the country.
You can offer your bonus hole.
Ew.
If Michael Jackson could do it, so can you. Just stop being black.
Yeah. The irony is, despite all these, the terrorists do find a way to get in and do what they want to.
Yeah, that's because our leaders are idiots. But that's not the people's fault.
There are lots of options to make us feel more humane. We may not be citizens of the USA, but we belong somewhere.
Yeah, back home.
Yeah, wherever the fuck you live, your homeland is. You know, India. Go back to India.
Many countries call us
It's your home. Are you too good for your home?
Bring that reference. You are awesome.
Many countries call
Happy
us
Gilmore.
Many countries call us non-citizens, foreign nationals, visa holders, non-residents, and so on. Hey, you know what a synonym for those words are? Alien.
Foreign cunt.
Alien.
These are more humane and contextual. Contextual? These days I heard a law that has been passed in California, or is in the process of being passed, replacing the term illegal immigrants with undocumented immigrants. And the
Oh,
time...
God. Why do I want to nuke California? Let me count the ways.
Yeah. And the time I was there in the USA, I didn't do anything illegal. I had a valid visa and stay and work. So why not call me a foreign national? I hope the change
They
will
probably
come.
did your foreign national because those are synonyms. But the uninitiated may just call your ass an illegal alien or alien because that's what the uninitiated would do. Me, who has the intelligence and the training to go. Oh yes, you're a foreign national. There you go.
I hope the change will come when we start talking about it and bringing it to the attention of the authorities. I read this news that Joe Biden has proposed removing the term alien from U.S. immigration laws and replacing it with less dehumanizing terms like the word non-citizen, aka alien.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, pause. God damn, I hate him. Why do we have a puppet king? Why? Lord, explain to me why we have a puppet king.
Well, because they rigged the election.
Allegedly.
You can't say that on. Allegedly, YouTube. Allegedly.
In
I
Minecraft.
don't give a fuck anymore. Joe Biden rigged the election. Everybody knows it.
Now,
No, Joe Biden didn't rig the election. Joe Biden's handlers rigged the election.
Didn't they change it on
The
YouTube so you're
Democrat-
allowed
the
to talk about it now?
The DNC rigged the election.
I think so.
There you go.
Better and yes, but I'm erring on the side of caution.
That's only Frosted's channel. You can say what you want.
Yeah. Well, one of our past streams did get age restricted. I found out.
Really? Wow.
This
I'm
was
surprised you
the
haven't
Keegan
gotten
one,
a
right?
strike yet.
You said it was
Speaking of which,
Keegan that got
one
age
of-
restricted. Was it a?
Huh?
You said it was Keevan that is on the stream that got his age restricted.
Oh.
Now this was recent.
Wow. What did y'all do?
No, I think
It had to- it
was
had to
on
go
one
with
of
Della.
mine that got a strike though.
Well, Kiefer Dam has a filthy mouth, so.
Yeah.
All right.
You have a filthy math.
Show us some respect. I am a human being first, so treat me like that. When you go to other countries, most countries label you as foreign nationals, which you are. And so am I in your country. There is nothing...
Okay, wait, Frosted. You just acknowledged the fact that you're a foreign national. So, why... God, bitch, what are you doing? Use your brain. All 8 fucking brain cells of it.
It's just an attempt to separate a word from its meaning. That's all this is. That's all it
Fuck
ever is.
Newspeak.
Because the whole idea is that every time a word gets connected to its meaning, it suddenly becomes offensive again. Because it's not the word that's offensive, it's the meaning. Which means that you are upset with the nature of the reality with which you are presented. To which I would say, grow a fucking spine.
Oh, and for some
don't
reason,
like-
Go the fuck home.
and for some
You
reason,
don't want to feel like an alien. You don't. Sorry. Go ahead, Ross.
and for some reason, the stream that got age restricted was the one where we read, "My hubby is gay and I want you to fuck me."
Oh, it's,
So it's another tier. See, oh god damn it! I just get y'all fucking age restricted and shit. I'm awesome.
No, that was Della hazed.
That was Dalla. I could
Yeah.
swear it was not. All right, well. Yeah,
Maybe,
I
or did you
misremember.
write the article?
ah.
It's, and so I am in your country. There's nothing great in it that you were born in that country and I wasn't. Don't be so entitled and self-absorbed. Don't judge me by the color of my skin or my passport. There has been no evidence so far that she was judged by her skin color. When I
I
enter
don't
your
know what the color of your passport is.
When I enter your country, treat me with a bit of respect. I deserve that. We all deserve
Yeah.
that.
No, you don't. You don't deserve respect is earned. You don't deserve respect by virtue of anything. You want my respect, you earn it. Stop your bitching. And if you don't like how I treat you, you can go the fuck home. Plane is over there.
All right, and now it's time for the second game of the night, which is for the chat only, boobs,
Mm-hmm.
and that is the caption contest,
Yay.
where I will give you a photo of a political figure or event, and the chat has to come up with a caption for it, and whichever one will you like best, I'll tweet out after the show. So, I know we already featured her last week, but apparently Greta got herself arrested
Wah, wah.
for.
Was this another obvious show arrest?
I think she was
Hold on a
standing in
second.
the way of oil tanker trucks or something,
Yeah, it was oil
What-
tankers that they didn't want to get into the bay.
which I'm sure would have gotten a lot done. I'm sure she saved the planet with that.
She's not arrested. She's just being detained. Like, that's not an arrest pose.
How short is she anyway?
She's like a fucking dwarf.
I mean, she must be like 5 foot nothing because those guys are huge. And I mean, she's what, 20, I think? I mean, she still looks like a damn kid.
Maybe she has that disease the girl from Orphan has.
or Gary Coleman, you know.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can't wait for the cavity search. No,
Will it come out strong?
no, I will not let Biden sniff my hair. Let's see. This must be her new kick.
Kink?
Oh, retracted. Let's see. Unemployed, Greta moves on to cop roleplay nugget porn.
See, I have the perfect one, and it's very apt. I should be in school.
I will have my precious. I shouldn't even be here. This must be her new kink. Let's see. Fetal
Okay.
alcohol. Fetal alcohol syndrome is a hell of a drug.
Okay, just wait until a lollipop hears about this.
Like,
You can see what happens next on my OnlyFans.
What up, Hammer? This isn't right. I was only told blacks get arrested.
Amber, what you doing here? This isn't Minions.
Oh, and Hammer, that time you asked what's a stream where they looked at articles and play games and stuff, that's this one.
Help me to see you.
Say cheese and cut. It's only rape if you're sober.
Next up, the casting couch.
All right, I'll give it a couple more seconds.
The cops are clinging to her like she's clinging to relevancy.
That's not an arrest. That's her being slightly moved out the fucking way.
Yeah.
I should be in a gimp seat.
All right. I think I'll cut it off there. So, which one do you think is best?
Hellcat.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Johnny Hellcat.
What'd you say, Terry?
I like Cracker Robs.
Which one is that?
This is not right.
That's not right. Only like
No. And Moon?
Johnny Hellcat.
All right. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess I would go with Johnny too. So
just wait till Lollipop Guild hears about this.
So, congrats, Johnny. You win this week. Despite it specifically
Wait a minute,
saying
John-
that you're prohibited.
I know, right?
All right. And now on to our third article. While France is having a George Floyd moment, America looks away.
Oh, for God's sake.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
How much burning and looting is enough for these people?
Williams.
Honestly, when are they going to say just, okay, there's been enough buildings on fire, there've been enough people beaten in the streets, there have been enough blocked cars, we've made our point, it's time to stop. When will they say that?
It will never be enough.
What is the logical stopping point of all of the chaos that these people
The
evidently
complete
love
collapse
to
of
cause?
society.
Author's picture in chat.
Gunsky, I will not stop until all the turtles are dead. I mean, the society is brought to ruin. Yeah.
I mean, every single protest that has ever worked has had a logical stopping point of what they actually, not even just like of where the protests end, but what they actually want. When you protest, you actually want something. These people, they don't really want anything. They give us vague terms to go off of, like ending racism. The violence won't stop until racism ends. How about the violence won't stop until there's world peace? I mean, come on.
All right, so Gunsky, I'm pretty sure you're aware of this, but racism will forever be here. It is as much as being hatred is as much as being human as every other emotion and breathing. You can't legislate hatred out of existence, no matter what you do. These people. Go ahead.
They don't have a stopping point in mind because that's not the point of their protests. The point of their protest is to destroy things. Terry was right. They want the complete collapse of society. They don't want to solve a problem. They want to create a problem because it will fix the listlessness that living in a first world nation has caused them.
Just like with cancer, there's no money in a cure. There's no money in solving problems.
Wait a minute. So I'm going.
What'd you say, Terry?
I'm about to say. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, as you said, Chris Rock made that point where they're never going to cure another disease again because there's no money in the cure. They're still mad at all the money they lost on polio.
Exactly.
I still say that I want to. I still say that I want to see this plot done in a Pink Panther movie.
Yeah.
I want. So we're gonna. All right, there's a fire in our house. We're gonna do. How are we gonna stop this fire? By making more fire. Genius.
Clearly, this man was shot by buildings. We must burn them down. When the video of the police murder of George Floyd was released, protests sprung up all over America and the world, including France. In June 2020, protests broke out all over France in solidarity with American protests about racism and police overreach.
No, it wasn't in solidarity with racism. It was because Antifa goons in there saw this moment to cause fucking trouble. Like, they don't give two. No one ever gave two shits about George Floyd when he was alive. No one gave two shits about Jordan Neely when he was fucking alive. Now that he's dead and was killed by a white guy or a cop, he is somehow this epic martyr because he can be used to push your fucking narrative. And guess what? Your narrative is still shit because they were both fucking criminals. Both of them deserve to go, and they should have been gone faster.
George Floyd was not only a scumbag, but if he had been killed by a black man, not only would the left never talk about it, they would be actively interested in not talking about it.
They would
the people that tried to give this man sainthood wouldn't give the faintest of fucks about him if he had died in a different way.
Also,
Sure.
over the course of 3 years, I have not heard once some kind of proof that his death was caused by racism. The only thing I ever hear is just the police are obviously racist. Like if Chauvin had said, called him the N-word or something, or something like that, then sure. But like, where is any evidence that this was done out of racial motive?
Well, the only argument for racism in America today that I have ever heard is conflating correlation and causation. All it does is confuse correlation and causation. There's a disparity, therefore racism. That's stupid.
Well, it's racist when you talk over me, Gunsky.
Sorry.
I love you, Gunsky. No, I was about to say, remember when Pelosi thanked George Floyd for dying? Like, she was, like, that was one of the most transparent things she could have ever said. This man meant nothing alive. And by him dying, he became a blunt instrument she could beat her opponents with. She could use that to push her narrative and further throw for power. That's all that was. Like, like you said, had he died any other way, we'd have never heard hide nor hair of it. Like, people are fucking so transparent.
I visited France a year later and saw Black Lives Matter signs in Paris and rural areas in the south of France. France cared about what was going on in America and protested for change. Oh, here we see it.
No, they didn't.
They felt listlessness as a result of living in the first world, and so they decided to cause problems where previously there were none.
Oh, this poor crosswalk can't breathe.
Poor crosswalk. The French weren't like the English. The English weren't protesting the plight of American blacks. They weren't protesting the plight of their blacks. They were just protesting because they were fucking bored. I want to feel like my life has some sort of accomplishment. My life has some sort of meaning. Oh, well, let's fight for racial supremacy.
It wasn't a reason to riot. It was an excuse.
You're right. Excuse.
I'm bored and I don't want to work. Is there a way that I can get out of work and simultaneously do things that I think are fun, like burning buildings down?
Well, I've said before that life has gotten too easy. That's all it is. It's the cycle that civilizations go through. It's been mentioned, many, many times. But
bad times make good. Strong men make good times. Good times make weak men. Weak men make bad times.
Yeah, but when life is easy, people get bored, and without any like sense of meaning in their life, they create problems because humans need to be, you know, like fighting against something. And if there's no actual threat, then they make up problems to give their lives purpose. And then that tends to destroy society. And then
Okay, Movie Bob said this, and I hate the fact that I'm making a reference to Movie Bob because I fucking hate him. When they couldn't put down their sword because what is their use? Like you have to keep your sword up, right? You have to find a monster to fight, or you become useless and you obsolete. Just like fucking feminism. What rights do females have that we don't, that men have? Like, tell me, what is it? Trans. What rights do that I have that a trans person do not have? Like, tell me, what is it? And you can't. You need a reason to justify your existence, and you make shit up.
Here's a better question. Let's take any of these one activists. If there were literally no problems in the world at all, it was demonstrable that there were no problems in the world. If you were to tell this to them, what would they do? And I'll tell you exactly what they'd say. They'd say, of course there are problems in the world. There have always been problems, and there will continue to be problems. Not because of the hypothetical that I pose, but because that is their entire way of viewing the world. There has to be one, otherwise I have no reason for being. They do not. They need an external reason to be, basically.
I mean, but what's better than being able to destroy stuff, steal stuff, and all the while feel good about yourself because you feel like you're stopping racism?
Yeah.
Well, there's always going to be problems in the world because, as Borat said, in my country there is problem, and that problem is the Jew.
Wait a minute, is Angela around? I don't want you talking about the Jews in front of Angela.
Don't worry, she knows about the Jews. All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's aware.
On June 27th, 2023, French police officers shot and killed 17-year-old Nahel Merzouek during a traffic stop in a Paris suburb. The suburbs in Paris don't mean what you might imagine when thinking of an American suburb. They aren't where people move to as their disposable income increases and they desire to get out of the city. Don't look for open spaces and green lawns. The suburbs of Paris are where the workers are housed, returning to when Africans were conscripted to work in Paris factories while France was at war. Because this is totally relevant to what happened.
Yes, indeed.
Africans were welcome as they kept the country afloat until the war was over, and they weren't. In later decades, the ban, some French word, were expanded to accommodate the increasing migrant population of France. The two officers involved in the stop initially said the teenager drove his car at them, and they feared for their lives. Like the George Floyd case, a video showed they lied and were never in danger. The following video is disturbing, but is not graphic. I'm not showing the video. Before 2017, French officers had to demonstrate the need for self-defense before shooting a suspect. A less restrictive law was passed, creating more circumstances where they could fire their weapons. Let's see. Number 1, when attacks on life or physical integrity are made against them or against others, or when armed persons threaten their life or physical integrity of those of others.
That seems reasonable.
2,
Okay.
when after 2 summonses given aloud, they cannot otherwise defend the premises they occupy or the persons entrusted to them. 3, when immediately after 2 summonses addressed aloud, they cannot compel to arrest, other than by the use of arms, persons who seek to escape their custody or their investigations and who are likely to perpetrate in their flight attacks on their life or physical integrity of those of others. Which, by the way...
So 3 covers them.
Yeah, which, by the way, totally applies to this. Because the guy was gunning it, like, right before the guy shot him. The cop shot him.
So by his own admission, number 3 is what applies. he was escaping. He was trying to. They cannot arrest him. He was trying to flee.
And
The
didn't
fuck?
like a high speed chase come right before this? There. Let's see. Number 4, when they cannot immobilize other than by the use of weapons, vehicles, boats, or other means of transport, whose drivers do not obey the order to stop, and whose occupants are likely to perpetrate in their flight attacks on their life or physical integrity of those of others. So that's another that covers them.
Because
Number
he is driving a deadly weapon.
yeah.
Yeah.
And number 5, for the exclusive purpose of preventing the reiteration in a short time of one or more murders or attempted murders that have just been committed when they have real and objective reasons to consider that this reiteration is likely given the information they have at the time they use their weapons. Alright. Since that law passed, shootings and fatalities have significantly increased. 13 people were killed during police stops last year alone.
Oh,
Oh,
Lordy.
God. 13.
Where are my pearls?
Holy shit.
Tybot, where'd you put my pearls? I need to clutch them.
And notice he didn't even say 13 black people. So we can
Yeah.
He
assume
didn't even
that's
say 13
that's 13
innocent people.
yeah,
That's
we
where
can
my
assume
mind
that's
was going too.
yeah, we can
Mhm.
assume that's 13 total. And for
Yeah.
all we know, most if not all of them were like in the midst of committing some violent act and the cops had to shoot him.
Yeah.
You
I would
know,
say that's
something that was
probably right.
justified.
The officer that fired the shot has been charged with voluntary homicide and was placed in preliminary detention. Well, according to the law we read, it sounds like he did what he was supposed to.
Yeah.
A GoFundMe page quickly raised over $1 million. A similar fund for the victim raised a quarter as much. Well, what's the victim going to spend it on?
Oh no.
On average, there are 25% more shootings and 5 times more lethal shootings. Since 2017, there have been a clear shift in police practices towards an increase in police shootings. Sebastian Roche.
Good. You know, I think we need more police shootings because I think that, you know, a lot of people who are scumbags and who are murderers are getting off easy because, you know, the cops are afraid to do anything about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you guys remember the incident where the girl was about to attack one girl with a knife with the intent to do
Yeah,
serious
yeah, I
bodily
remember
harm,
that.
and the
Yep.
cop put her down?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
people, he could have shot her in the leg. Yeah, and he could have killed her
needed to-
just by shooting her in the leg.
Oh, my favorite part. He needed to practice de-escalation.
Why didn't he?
Bitch was right on her.
Why didn't he just hit the knife and knock it out of her hand?
Yeah, like a fucking sharpshooter.
Yeah.
I saw someone do that in a Western once.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. A leftist has never watched a Western.
And then after that, you shoot their hat off.
You know, leftists don't like anything with guns in them. Yeah, but this is all this is. Like you whenever a cop does something to protect others, and someone should happen to die in the midst of them trying to protect the victim. Oh well, they should have done this. They should have done that. Hindsight is fucking 2020. You know, you weren't in that moment. You're getting your information after the fact. After they've made a split second decision. Sorry, it cost. I mean, I don't want to see people die. Honestly, I don't. But if he was doing something illegal, if he was about to hurt somebody, put his ass down. Like, what about this on people understanding?
That's
When it comes to criminals, I think the quote from Rocky applies. If he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies.
Yeah.
protests about
Okay.
protests about police brutality aren't new in France, but America has mostly ignored them. Unless you're a news hound, you may not even be aware of the French protests that have lasted more than a week. After a
Yeah,
few
because they're
days,
not America.
I was aware of them. I just don't care.
It's just it's par for the course for Europe.
So I'm a huge isolationist. Don't fuck with. I don't want to deal with your problems. I don't want you dealing with mine.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
After a few days of accommodating the protesters, France is trying to arrest their way out of the problem. The police are becoming increasingly aggressive and have made over 1,300 arrests thus far.
Good.
I'm not seeing a problem with this. I wish our police would do that.
Yeah.
And now we're going to get a few quotes from some very important sources. You get the feeling that our police is becoming like America's. Marine Tondelier, Green Party leader. Authorities should talk to the neighborhoods and to be firm with these thugs. Oh, that's racist. I think that is a good equilibrium. There should be no social excuses where there are none. Interior Minister Gérald Darmanin. And
I don't talk to people. I don't listen to people who have funny sounding names and aren't American. So go fuck yourself.
And
if your name is potentially a name of a bread, I don't care.
And police violence happens every day, especially if you're Arab or black. Unknown youth.
They don't even know who said it.
Wow. Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
I heard some teen say this on the street, so it's true.
Wait. I got one better for you. Do y'all have y'all ever played Fallout New Vegas?
Yes.
No.
All right. He said crackhead said something next to our microphone, and we caught it on tape. That's what that is. Some kid said that next to our microphone, and we caught it on tape. The fuck, man.
Let's see. While the French people rose in support of American communities that are over-policed and murdered, America was... So the community was murdered? America has barely taken notice of what was going on in France. Because it's just France. It's just France.
Yeah.
Don't they have a revolution every 100 years? Like, didn't they kill their last, 3 kings?
Yeah. And after their last king, they established was basically communism. All right.
So they have revolutions all the time. Like, why? What is new? This is historically
American entities have issued travel advisories for Paris, but that's the extent of American involvement. Some might sum up America's America's attitude. We don't know and we don't care. Yeah. Well, I mean, I know, but I don't care.
Yeah.
They're right. Americans aren't getting involved because we haven't solved our problems. That would assume.
This is the crux of my argument for why I'm an isolationist. Until we solve our own problems here, I can't tell you how to live your life there. And even if I could, I don't fucking want it. You solve your own damn problems.
Yeah, but I think that the problem is that the author's problems are different from your problems. Your problems are probably real problems. The author's problems are probably made up problems that they made up themselves to feel important.
Because I didn't get my coconut spicy latte this morning, it's racism.
Also, if Paris is burning, does this mean they're going to make another movie about drag queens?
Oh, God.
That's a deep cut there.
Instead of We Was Kangs, it was We Was Quains.
Oh, God, no. They're going to make another cutie. They're going to make cuties, too, cutier. Oh, God.
That would assume, however, that we're capable of shame. Food for thought.
I'm not. I could care less. Judge all you want.
All right. And now it's time for the final game of the night.
Not playing.
This is the best game.
E.
Big D. There you go.
Oh my God.
Everyone in chat is basically just saying, yeah, I don't care. I don't care about France. Don't care at all.
And that is Poe or No Gender Edition. where I give
Oh
you
joy!
3 genders, two of which are
It's
from
C.
the
C.
LGBTIA wiki,
Answer
meaning they're
C.
100% real.
It's a little thing. It's C.
I told you to mute him twice now, Frosty. You won't listen to him.
I think Jack is just short-circuiting now. He's just saying his catchphrases.
He's like,
They're the same thing. It's C. It's a living thing.
And one I made up, and you have to figure out which one I made up. And I'll even give you a short description of each one.
E.
All right, so
is one of them living thing Coric?
gender A, Cenobitic.
What?
Fictogender related to the Cenobites or the character Pinhead from the Hellraiser film series.
What the? Whatever.
We have such sights to show you.
Gender B, Font Genderic.
Oh, Lord.
Xenogender identity in which one's gender is related to fonts.
What?
Look, Moon. I'm Wingdings. You should be Wingdings too.
Yeah, can we agree that we need to genocide the Comic Sans people?
Yeah.
Fuck the Comic Sans and fuck the Papyrus people.
Which is interesting to say that because Gender Edition is in Comic Sans.
I forget where I heard it, but I like the quote that Papyrus is the thinking man's Comic Sans.
It's all about the century Gothic.
All right,
Fuck
and
you, I'm Ariel, okay? Times New Roman and Ariel.
Excuse me. The superior font is clearly Cambria.
Oh my god, we can't be friends anymore.
Why were you friends to begin with?
I know he's.
I was
black.
lonely.
I mean, come on.
I was lonely and Jack was there and I just needed... sorry. Too much information.
We just needed someone to hold, okay?
It's not gay if you don't look him in the eye.
Wait. I've got Terry. This is for you. What if there was a Black Man Sans comic, or would it be Sans Black Man?
No, we called that font niggerific.
Sans black means without black, so I'm absolutely on board with that one.
Go down.
And gender C, Exit Glow Darkic.
Oh my
What?
god.
What the fuck, man?
Xenogender related to exit signs that glow in the dark.
Oh my god.
All right, so
You have an exit sign in your bedroom.
give me a sec and I'll start a poll for the chat to vote on. So
I'll be back really quick. I gotta get something to drink.
And don't forget, one of the options is that they're all real.
Oh, man.
Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I will be very, very disappointed if the Exit Glow Dark is a real one and the flag doesn't have like a big old green fucking letters that just say exit on them.
You know, it's funny. Back in my early days of the internet, I did make a picture once, and you could probably just Google search my name and find it. It was the most popular thing I ever drew. It was of an exit sign. Anyway, the answer C.
I'm going to say the other two are like ridiculous enough. I'm going to say he made up Cenobitic.
I say
Alright.
C.
Terry's going
As
with
much
A.
as I want to see a flag that says exit on it, I'll
Alright,
say
so
C.
So Terry's A, Moon is C. Jack?
Did you not hear me the first 1,000 times, Frosted?
So,
Well,
so
all
you're
you heard
sticking
was,
with C.
everything.
Sticking with C.
I'm not sticking with C. The decision's been made already.
All right. Tier, are you back?
No, he's not.
Okay.
Oh, do we have an answer from Braniel?
Well, not till Braniel goes last.
Braniel, If Braniel has answered, he has decided not to reveal his answer.
Dear, what's your
All right,
your
so
guess?
I'm gonna pick Exeglow Dark.
Go dark kick.
Yeah, see, it
Alright.
just sounds made up.
Dude, they
That's,
all sound made up.
They do.
that's what A and 3 C's.
It seems like it, yeah.
And let's see, chat is going with C with all real in second.
Cracker Rob's response sounds kind of like the Jonathan Frakes answer. Some may believe these genders are real, but they are all in truth, all made up.
That's true.
It's fact. It's fact. It's fact. We made it up.
A writer invented
A writer made it up.
it. All right. So I think I'll end the poll there. So chat went with C. All right. And the answer is
It's gonna be B, guaranteed.
A is fake.
Woo!
Aw.
Oh,
Okay, again, if this flag doesn't fucking have a big old green letter that says exit on it, I'll be very, very disappointed.
Frosted, this flag better deliver. It better deliver.
Hey, I don't make the flags.
they better have wingdings on it.
Make it all.
All right. So the flag
What?
for
Font gender.
Braniel, I would just like to point out that Braniel has now launched a conspiracy theory that that Frosted, in fact, invents all of these names. They're all made up.
G.
Yeah. It's like the end of The Usual Suspects. You're gonna see on the board behind you are all the made up genders that I've been looking at.
Yeah.
That one looks dumb. I don't get the
It
G. though.
does.
Why is it G?
For gender.
Why not?
I mean, I won't lie. I kind of dig the aesthetic.
Eh.
We found
It's
Jack's
dark.
gender.
Like me.
Yeah.
All right. And here's Exit Glow Darkic.
Come on, give me a green exit sign.
Give me an exit sign.
It's gonna be stupid, guaranteed. Oh,
It is.
I kind of
Okay.
like that. I
Alright.
like that.
It's. I'm just glad to see that it wasn't my picture posted on a flag.
That one ranks up there as one of my favorites.
Although
like
you have to say this is the only flag where you would have a reason to put it above a door.
I know.
It has a very green laser look to it. I like it.
It does. I'm
As
still
much as-
fun,
I gotta
fun
say-
and terrific.
Decent batch of flags.
That's flags with an L. YouTube, don't cancel us.
Flags. You
Stop
too.
being such a flag.
Flag.
Although I would love
Flag
to
it.
hear Jack say in the same tone, "Wow, decent bunch of fags."
Whoa! Talking about
Whoa! Hey!
Are we gonna? We're gonna have to
2023.
start calling these. We're gonna have to start calling these people flaggets. You know that, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking
Yeah.
flaggies.
Dax said Tronny gender has the same flag of people leaving the theater. Not funny.
I agree.
All right. And now for our last article. Your desire to lose weight is absolutely rooted in fat phobia.
Cool.
This better be a porker. Otherwise, I will be very
Frosted, you and I.
Rosalind
fat-phobic.
Forrest.
Yeah.
Frosted. You, me, and Jack are fat phobic.
Yep. Why, you lost a bunch of weight?
I went from being almost 400 pounds in 2020 to being 267 at last weigh-in, which was this morning.
Look,
Well
Okay.
done.
while you're only having seconds, I'm having 23rds. When I go to get my work time, I've got to take their word.
Yeah, I had to pick a part
I
of the
got more
song where
chins than Chinatown.
Yeah.
I
Ham on.
had to pick a part where it wouldn't last too long.
Yeah, of course.
This thing's paint on eyebrows are in chat. That looks like a dude in a dress with a wig.
Tier, I do have to ask, Did you lose all that weight because you were sick of being the stereotypical fat black guy at airport security?
Yeah.
No, I lost. Well, no, I lost the weight because I decided I didn't want to be a fat ass anymore,
Huh.
and I wanted to get healthier.
Here, will
That's
you
all.
look at the picture already?
I looked at the picture, and that's a dude.
I actually lost weight because I was lazy, which sounds weird, but I got a thing in the mail for like microwave dinners home delivered. It's like, sure, that'll be way more convenient than DoorDash. And so I switched over to that, and because the microwave dinners are so much healthier, I've actually lost a ton of weight just because I was too lazy to deal with fucking idiot drivers 3 times a day.
I mean, real talk, laziness is a really powerful tool with losing weight. Because
Yeah.
I mean, think about it.
That's how
If
I
you
lost
eat-
it. That good.
Yeah. If you like eat, say for example, on my way home from work, I pass by fast food, and a lot of it. I pass by a lot of fast food, and there's all the reason in the world that I'm like, I'm hungry. I can just go in, but then I think I gotta go out my way. It's gonna take time. I gotta spend money and all that stuff, and I just keep going. And because of basically that logic, I haven't eaten fast food in ages.
Yeah, it's been over a year for me.
Yeah.
Well, I can eat
Well,
fast food.
I won't
but
say I haven't eaten in ages.
I can eat fast food, but
Right.
only if it's McDonald's and I get a McDouble with no bun and just cheese and bacon.
Like, don't get me wrong. This is how I lost weight. I just switched what I was eating, when I was eating, and just went walking.
I was hoping.
That's it.
I've had fast food, but only when I was faster.
All right, so let's see. A black woman therapist recently went viral for saying this, but she's not the first person to make this observation.
Okay.
A black woman therapist recently went viral for saying this, but she's not the first person to make this observation.
That sounds familiar. Have we heard that before somewhere?
I don't know what you're talking about, Terry. I think you're going crazy. All right. And no, I'm not going to provide a link because 1, she's not the first person to say this, and 2, lately it seems like everything black women therapists say is controversial to somebody. Yeah,
Wow.
you know,
So what the fuck did she say?
is there like an epidemic of people hating black women therapists that I don't know about?
Well, currently black women. Go ahead.
Is there an epidemic of people hating citations?
Well, currently black women therapists have been saying a lot of fucked up shit that's been pissing a lot of people off because they think their shit doesn't stink because they're therapists.
Whenever someone proclaims this, there's an uproar. Someone always proclaims that they're officially sick of people and chalks this line of thinking up to being so smart that you're actually stupid. Why? Because it requires a level of analysis and questioning everything that you've been taught or socialized to believe that many are incapable and or unwilling to do. What the hell did that sentence mean?
I don't know.
I don't know, and I speak English.
What I usually think is that it is difficult to see people as generally good and easy to see them as generally evil. So if I see people as generally evil, I would consider that a form of intellectual laziness.
I think Faceless is almost there with his comment. I think we need to combine analysts and therapists as per Arrested Development, and have all the analysts going out and doing their thing.
Yeah. Or the It's Always Sunny, the philanthropist. I'm a full-on rapist.
There you go.
Let's see. Okay. Also, it seems like a pseudo-intellectual statement on the surface, but it's really not. But what I say
it's not an intellectual anything.
What I say may seem retarded, but it's not. That's a good start to any argument.
It really is.
The first retort will be, but it's unhealthy to be fat. It raises blood pressure.
It is.
It raises blood pressure and blood sugar, leading to diabetes. It causes high cholesterol and strokes. It causes
Yep.
body aches
Yeah.
as well as joint pain, and it shortens lifespans.
Yes, it does.
I'm not hearing how this is wrong. Like it's all
We'll
true.
get there.
But I'm sure that your counter argument will present loads of evidence.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes,
Not-
scientifically approved evidence.
Not
And
so
I'm sure that the answer won't just be, but that's wrong.
not so fast. I'm sure the author has no problem going not so fast.
Yeah.
More and more experts are questioning if this is true. Also, you could be
Experts in
you
big
could be
quotation marks.
you could be fat and still be healthy.
Info.
X to doubt.
More importantly, you can also be thin and unhealthy.
Okay, that one is true.
Y- y-
You can be
That's-
Yes,
healthy.
it's called extremes on both ends. Eugenia Cooney is fucking thin and unhealthy. Fucking Amberlynn Reed is fucking fat and unhealthy. There's a middle ground, a perfect balance of the two.
No. But even
But-
beyond weight-related things, like you could be thin and have, kidney problems, like my dad did.
Yeah.
Like you can be thin and unhealthy. It's just that if you are unhealthy, being fat will make you more unhealthy.
Here's a source that she quotes. While being overweight is a precursor to obesity, and like obesity can increase the risk of diabetes, heart attack, and stroke, it's also possible to be overweight and still healthy, especially if you're free from chronic diseases like hypertension or diabetes.
All right,
Yeah,
so
that's because weight is an aggravating factor.
Yes.
Weight aggravates all existing health problems.
Oh, and
it's called a
Which means
comorbidity.
that If you're which means that if you're fine with never getting another disease or ailment ever in your life, then maybe being fat can be perfectly healthy. But it's not going to
Well-
happen because you're a human fucking being.
I would say it still can't be healthy, but it could be not unhealthy. Like it could be neutral if you literally have zero, complications or anything like going on. But no one does. Like obviously, as you say,
Yeah.
people are human, but
And
it will never be healthy. It's just
Yeah.
at best, it's not unhealthy.
I got
But,
I got
I
one
mean,
for you,
I
but
would be
I got
honestly-
one for y'all.
Yeah.
I'm about to say I got one for all of you. All right, I'm going to use myself as the example. When I was fatter, I had breathing issues. People at work I'd be sitting in a room and they could audibly hear me breathing heavily.
Mm-hmm.
I lose that weight and they barely know I'm in the fucking room some days.
Yeah.
It's
I find that
it's
hard to
not
believe.
that go to hell. But you know what I mean? Like it was clear that the weight was doing something to my lungs, and by losing that weight around my chest, it helped my lungs breathe. It helped me breathe better. Therefore, the fat was making me worse.
Oh yeah, I mean when I
You know,
was fatter, when I was fatter,
I
like
was-
walking up to the shops, I would be like exhausted by the time I got home. Now I can actually do it with no trouble because I'm not lugging so much weight around.
I was gonna
do you
say,
know the,
I was basically just gonna take back what I said. No, you can't be fat and healthy because Tira is right. Fat literally causes certain physical ailments. I don't know. How about I put it to you this way? How many people know someone who's over the age of 90? And how many people know someone who's over the age of 90 that looks like Tess Holiday?
Oh yeah,
No,
Tess
I
is
don't
not
know
gonna make it
anyone.
50.
No,
Um,
no, I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone who knows anyone. It just doesn't happen because
No.
they die from heart disease at the age of
Well,
60.
No, not even that. It's way earlier than that. Look
I
at
got one
Patrice-
better for you.
Look at Patrice O'Neill. He was a great big fat ass, and he died in his 40s.
And
I got one better for you. Don't you know that chick that complained about, oh, we need 2 airplane seats, free airplane seats? She has to use a breathing mask. She can't be no more than between 20 and 30. But look at her. She needs oxygen to breathe. She needs oxygen.
and
Come
like
on.
after I lost a lot of weight, like I was able to do a mile in like under 14 minutes, which I wasn't able to do in high school. And also, she made the mistake of linking her source,
Uh-oh.
which
Oh Lord,
Is
So,
it Wikipedia?
well,
it's
no,
Wikipedia.
It's not that. Let me read. Let me read what she wrote, and then pick up where she left off.
Okay.
All right. So here's the part that she put. While being overweight is a precursor to obesity, and like obesity can increase the risk of diabetes, heart attack, and stroke, it's also possible to be overweight and still healthy, especially if you're free from chronic diseases like hypertension or diabetes. That's where she ends it.
Yes.
Here's what comes
Okay.
directly after that. However, it's important to keep in mind that many studies have shown an association between excess weight and adverse health outcomes and shorter lifespans, especially if your waist circumference is greater than 39 inches for men and 34 inches for women.
Yeah.
So she stopped it right before it said the stuff she did that proves her wrong.
Yeah.
So in other words, this part of the study proves my right, but I'm going to ignore the rest of that because it's fat phobic.
Well, no, basically, taking the source out of context, she can make it agree with her, is what happened.
Literature that I read about the correlation between health and weight is usually convoluted and contradictory. There's a difference between...
No, that was pretty straightforward.
You just took it out of context.
There's a difference between correlation and causation, and experts have been unable to prove that being overweight causes health problems definitively.
Yeah, funny.
X
When I have a whole shitload of fat in my neck, I have trouble breathing.
Yeah.
But correlation and causation.
But I lose all that fat in my lungs. It's like breathing new oxygen. I don't know. Maybe the doctors are wrong. Maybe it wasn't the fat that was killing me.
No, it's Britney Spears' loneliness that's killing you.
The loneliness is killing me.
No, Derek Chauvin finally took his knee off tier. That's what happened.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chauvin, for taking the knee off my neck. I can breathe better.
There's also not enough focus on...
Thank you, George Floyd, for dying.
There's also not enough focus on thin people who are not healthy, who exist by the millions, while everyone pretends to be so concerned about the health of fat people. Well, what's a more common problem?
Let's look at raw numbers here. How many underweight people exist versus how many overweight people exist in America?
I'm going to say there are far less underweight people because food is abundant in our country. And because food is abundant, I'm going to say there are far more overweight people.
Well, yeah. That's true.
Food is so abundant that it's easier to be fat than thin in America.
Yeah.
Our poor are fat. Like, no, seriously. Like, there are fat homeless people because there's always some place you can go to get food. There are shelters, there are soup kitchens. There is somebody somewhere that will feed you. Food is in a massive abundance in our country. It is not like, Ethiopia where they get a fucking piece of rice and that's a fucking huge ass feast. Or like in Haiti where they have fucking mud cookies.
Well, the Clintons are taking care of the Haitians, aren't they?
And by taking care of the Haitians, you mean the Haitian children?
You could be fit and fat, fit and thin, fat and unfit, fit and unfit too.
No, the name of the show is Fresh and Fit. Jeez.
Yeah.
Check out these facts. A 1995 study found that fitness was associated with better health outcomes, regardless of body size. What the ideal situation might be... While the ideal situation might be in great shape and thin, 2 in 5 Americans have obesity, and more than 80% of adults are physically inactive. Therefore,
those numbers are wrong. Like it should be like 4 out of 5 people are Americans are obese. Our country's
Yeah,
getting fat.
Exercise and weight are not necessarily correlative factors in health, though. If you are in shape, that is a positive benefit. That is of net benefit to your health. If you are
Yes.
overweight, that is of net negative to your health. These things can be weighed against each other. And while how much you exercise may have some bearing on your weight, both are independent factors for your overall health.
Therefore,
I like how it's a. Oh, wait a minute. I like how it's a 95 study. Like, but there's a whole almost 2 decades in between this time of this study, and a whole new generation has risen, and we now have fat phobia.
no, it's
like-
over
Yeah,
2
that's-
decades.
That's an
it's
excellent
almost-
point.
It's almost 3 decades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This author scoured the whole fucking internet, and the best thing she could find to represent her case was 3 decades old.
Yeah.
Not just 3 decades old, a study. One study. You can find one study that says literally anything. You can find a study out there that quotes Mein Kampf as feminist dogma.
That's true.
Now,
You-
granted,
you-
that was a joke, but
It's
still
a study nonetheless. You know,
Sorry.
you can find it if what is it? If it's the only way you can have an accurate representation of data is multiple studies. If they reproduce your results and they agree, if like 20 other people that don't even fucking know each other all do a study and their studies come out with almost the same conclusions, because it'll never be the exact same. It's pretty much fact. But you get that one motherfucker who like, yeah, even though all other 20 people got this results, my study say this. Oh well, the one guy's right versus the other 20 people.
Yeah, there's always that one dentist who doesn't like Crest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole point is that in terms of the quality of evidence, a study is like one of the lowest rings you can get in terms of the veracity of evidence you can present to someone, especially given that it's so old. The higher ones would be like, well, first of all, after that you would have the peer review process. So if your paper's been peer reviewed one or more times, that would give veracity to it. Then you would have a compilation of studies that would be called a meta-analysis. And that is generally much more highly regarded because you're basically taking a whole bunch of different studies and looking at the results of all of them and the quality of all of them and basing your results on that analysis. And though that's generally where you're going to find the solid conclusions. And I can guarantee you that there's been enough studies about the relationship between obesity and diseases that there are going to be more of those than one study over the past 30 fucking years.
Wait a minute. Boots.
I know.
Vaccines cause autism. That one study over there said it does. Outside of the trillions of other studies saying it's not true. But vaccines clearly cause autism.
I know a way to settle this once and for all. We clearly just ask Anthony Fauci because he is the science.
Praise Fauci.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Right.
Dr. Fauci's another good example. He threw out all of these random numbers. Never any evidence. No one ever questioned the fact that the CDC and the WHO threw out all these fantastic sounding numbers about the vaccine out, but they never presented any evidence. They just threw the numbers out and they just said, we're the citation, we're the CDC, we're the WHO. You cite us, we don't cite anyone.
Therefore, few
Look.
people.
You gotta believe the science.
Mhm.
Therefore, few people fall into the category of being in great shape and thin. Most studies measure physical activity, not fitness, which are related but not exactly the same thing. Fitness is less commonly measured in research because it's time-consuming and requires specialized equipment. However, it's fitness, not physical activity level, that is one of the strongest predictors of long-term health. It can be reasoned that you can be thin and physically active, but not fit. People have been saying for a while that it's waist circumference that's an indicator of good or bad health. Oh, you mean like the source you quoted earlier? However, in men who were unfit, increasing BMI or waist circumference was associated with a greater chance of early death. However, in those men who were fit, it didn't seem to matter what size the person was. A review concluded that people who are obese but with a high fitness may actually be healthier than people who are lean and unfit. And again, she made the mistake of linking the source,
Oh Lord.
which says that, well, people who are MHO, which basically means that like they're obese but they're active or
Massively
fit,
huge object.
or fit or something like that. While people who are MHO may have a lower risk for disease than people with obesity and risk factors, being MHO is not without concern. Compared to people at ideal body size with no risk factors, MHO people still had a 50% greater risk for heart disease.
So that means being larger is unhealthy,
Bad.
or it's at least a comorbidity in things.
Well, I mean, if you want to
almost as
read the
though-
whole source, sure, but you know.
It's almost as though the author didn't expect anyone to actually check her sources.
Why would anyone do
Well,
that?
she knew her audience.
See, if she were smart, she wouldn't have linked them.
That's true. That would have been smarter.
But the crux of my article is this. The majority of people who want to lose weight or stay thin and not get fat are this way because of fat phobia and not health consciousness.
All right, so I get really tired of things being a fucking phobia. I am not scared of anything. Well, there are things I'm scared of, but I don't have an irrational fear of shit. Like this is a phobia. No, motherfucker, I just like, do you want to be a fat ass? You be a fat ass. Go right ahead. I'm not telling you to get the burger out your mouth because, I think you shouldn't eat it. I do think you shouldn't eat it, but I don't want to eat the burger. I want to be thinner. Leave me the fuck alone. I'll leave you alone. You leave me alone.
Who will not eat the burger?
Like
right.
this fucking this whole generation of this is a phobia or this is fat phobia or whatever. No, it's not. I'm not. You sit there, eat your 20-piece McNuggets, your fucking Happy Meal, and drink a goddamn Pepsi, which are 1 trillion calories. Go right ahead. I'm not stopping you from doing that. Don't fucking get angry at me because I don't want to do what you're doing. I want the salad.
And here's an idea. Maybe it's just okay to hate things sometimes. Why is it so abhorrent that a person should hate something?
Yeah.
Why?
Or a demographic.
Is it? It literally has no bearing. It literally has no bearing on your life if I hate something.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
I'm not. It doesn't mean that I'm going to start shooting people. It just means I hate something. Big whoop.
I agree with your face. I don't want to pay your medical bills. But we don't live in a socialist. Well, I guess they do cause fucking premiums to go up. It does trickle down in a way.
And now, sorry.
Go ahead.
And now the most unintentionally hilarious thing to hear from an overweight fat activist. This is a hill I am willing to die on.
Oh God.
Okay, wait.
Are you dying on it, or are you climbing up it and dying on it?
I hope there are lots of I hope there are a lot of sets of stairs you're willing to die on too.
Look, as she climbs that hill, his heart is going to give out, and he's going to roll back down like a fucking boulder.
No, it's a
I'm
woman.
just waiting. I'm just waiting for her to bring out. I'm extremely active. I do yoga.
Oh god.
Oh wow!
Let's see. I know this because I have been female my entire life, and I have been warned my entire life not to eat too much and get too big. I've
Good
heard
advice.
women my entire life disparage their bodies and weight gain. I've known women who have been dieting for what seems like my entire life. I know
Yeah,
many.
Okay.
and they're still fat because they're cheating.
Yeah,
Or
like they're
oh
not.
no, I
because-
don't suck down that hoagie.
Because the people who diet and stay fat are the people who lie to themselves. And they're like, I've tried everything. Yeah, except dieting.
Yeah,
Or-
basically.
Or you just picked a shitty diet.
Well, I think a lot of people
Or
make the
you just
mistake
have
of thinking-
extra meals.
No, I think a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that a diet is something that you do for a short period of time and then you're quote unquote fixed. And then that's why they just
Yeah.
put the weight back on. The only way to lose weight is if you actually change your lifestyle to a healthier one. Like if you just go on a
Agreed.
binge diet, you'll lose the weight and then just put it straight back on as soon as you stop the diet.
So again, using myself as the example, my doctor told me, I love the way you're losing your weight. And I asked him why, because you're doing it slowly. You are changing your lifestyle instead of just changing it for a little while to lose the weight.
Exactly.
You're gonna, that weight is going to stay off of you because the way you're living, not what you're eating, not necessarily what you're eating, but how you're changing your life. You know, and that's what it is. That's all. That's what the diet is. You have to change your lifestyle. And honestly, I cheat every Monday. I go to Panda Express and get me a 2-item plate, low chow mein noodles and teriyaki chicken. My cheat meal. Justin did good. Justin wants a fucking goddamn teriyaki chicken.
Let's see. I know.
Go ahead,
many-
Hal Frosty.
I don't know what you're talking about. I know many women who diet and strive to lose weight, and it's almost always about appearance and dress size, even when told by a medical professional that their numbers need to improve. Yes, many women care about their dress size, care more about their dress size than they do about their health. That's how powerful fat phobia and the policing of women's bodies is.
No
I
one. Jesus Christ! No one's put like being attractive is not a bad thing, and because she wants to feel better and look better doesn't make it fat phobia or no one police. Like, what if she just wanted to do it for herself? What if she just wants to be? I've decided that I no longer want to be this way.
Also,
You don't know what aches and pains she got.
Also, the two are kind of linked. If you're a healthy weight, odds are then you're gonna look better and look more attractive.
But this
Yep.
this basically comes down to I want to keep eating the food that I like, and so rather than try to lose weight, I will try to convince everyone that being a big fat ass is actually a good thing. Like
Yeah.
Instead of changing myself, I'm gonna change the world.
yeah, essentially.
Like, but it's
It's a
not
lot.
easy to change the world. But
I'd love to change the world, but I don't know what to do.
It's very much in line with the activist mentality that they go out and try and fix the world before they fix their own lives. And as a result, they fix nothing, because if you don't know how to fix yourself, how the fuck are you going to fix everyone else?
To paraphrase Jordan Peterson, clean your arteries.
Yeah.
did you see did anyone see the 500-pound sister from she did? Which one? Tammy? Amy?
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
Okay, 2025 Sports in chat said, did anyone see the 500-pound sister from the 1,000-pound sisters died last week at 49? I don't know who they are, but apparently one of them's dead.
Let me look that up really quick. I didn't know that one of the Slayton sisters is dead. Or I think it's Slayton sisters.
Okay, I don't know who they are. All right.
No, never heard of them.
Okay. Yes, many women care more about their dress size than they do about their health. That's how powerful fat phobia and the policing of women's bodies is. I don't care what women.
Well, two things can be true at once. You can want to look good and want to be healthy at the same time. And being fat is neither healthy nor attractive.
I don't care what women or men say about this when surveyed about their motivation to lose weight. Because they lie. I know because I have lied to myself about my motivation for losing weight as well.
So
wait.
Women are liars, this article. I finally found something I agree with.
Yeah, so you're saying you lie, therefore everyone else is lying. Pardon me, but arguing under the premise that I'm lying is not exactly a fantastic way to prove your point to an audience.
Probably not.
The intoxication of losing weight and being told you look great is more addictive than the doctor telling you your blood pressure or blood sugar has lowered. Especially since your numbers are probably... Huh?
Yes, because if you have a lower blood sugar, that means you don't get neuropathy in your eyes and you don't go blind. It doesn't mean you don't your liver doesn't start breaking down because your increased blood sugar and start producing insulin, and you don't have to fucking stab yourself 100 trillion times a day to survive. Like you say these like, oh well, lower your blood sugar is a bad thing. It's not. High blood pressure kills you. You can this shit will kill you. You will die.
Especially since your numbers are probably better because of improved nutrition and not the number on the scale. Again, you can be a healthy eater, which I will always advocate for, and fat, while a person can be an unhealthy eater and thin. My father's side of the family, despite differing sizes, have some of the same health problems because of genetics and diet/lifestyle. This includes high blood pressure, high cholesterol, fatty liver, and high blood sugar. If the diet/lifestyle improves, the numbers improve. It does not matter if the family member is a size 6 or a size 16. My sister and I both got diagnosed with high blood pressure and started medication for it in our 20s.
So you're fat and got sick, so okay.
We are not the same size. Also, diet/lifestyle changes have not taken away hypertension for either one of us over the years.
Yeah, because
X to doubt.
Irreversible.
X to doubt. Like some of the shit that we get, as a species that we get is completely and utterly reversible. High blood pressure, blood sugar, diabetes, shit like that. I'm living proof that you can reverse diabetes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is she arguing the point that I'm very fat and my sister is very, very fat and we're both unhealthy, so obviously this fat thing isn't a correlative thing?
Pretty much.
Also, $5 says she ate the other sister.
Yes. Sorry to hear. Sports. Sorry about that. My heart goes out to you.
Yeah, sorry about that. Let's see. The medical and wellness, as well as the health industries, have been fat-phobic all along, pushing misinformation and disinformation. You see, You see, I'm not fat. It's a massive worldwide conspiracy.
I love those. I love those TikToks where the person goes into the doctor to get a checkup, and the doctor goes, oh, I have this problem. Well, if you lose the weight, you'll be fine. No, it's not because of my weight that I got this. Yeah, but wouldn't the doctor that you're going to see about the issue know just a little bit more about what's going on than you do? I mean, he went through what 14 years of fucking schooling to learn what the issue is. Oh well, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's a quack because he told you that losing the weight might help.
Who knows more about medical science? My doctor with a medical degree, or me with a gender studies degree?
Oh, that's easy.
You with the
You
gender
decide.
studies degree, clearly, gender studies degree.
Regarding the desire to lose weight being rooted in fat phobia, you can never say it is not without being intellectually dishonest. Okay.
What?
Frosted read the sources you linked.
You'll never know if people would prefer being thinner outside of societal standards, because it's impossible to separate ourselves from societal standards. Well, being able to do pretty much any physical activity easier, I don't think you need society to enjoy that more. What we do know, however, is that for about 400 years, roughly between 1500 and 1900, bodily weight and volume for both men and women had a strong visual appeal. Yeah, because it was like the Dark Ages, and being able to have a lot of food meant that you were probably rich, which is something that people are attracted to.
And that's only because if you were fatter, that meant you were wealthy and you could get food readily. You didn't work, so you could just sit on your fat ass and eat all day. That's why originally gout was called the rich man's disease. The poor didn't get gout.
But it's also why pale skin was found to be attractive. Because it meant you didn't need to work in the field. You were wealthy enough that you could have other people do that for you.
Or like feet binding in Asia, because you didn't have to walk around and do labor.
Exactly.
Again.
But for
nowadays, nobody goes outside. Everybody eats too much, and nobody does anything.
Perfect.
For about 400 years, roughly between 1500 and 1900, bodily weight and volume for both men and women had a strong visual appeal. There were variations according to country and century in this standard of good looks, but in general it was considered not only beautiful, but natural to look physically substantial. Fat phobia is also inherently anti-black and classist. Because
God, Jesus Christ. Someone gagged me with a spoon. Everything is anti-black and classist. Oh, Lord.
Because black people
tired of hearing that shit.
Because black people have larger bodies than other races, with a strange spotlight rooted in misogynoir being placed on black women. So all black
favorite film genre.
So all black women are fat, is what this author is saying.
I can go with that.
There's also a correlation between being thinner and wealthier. There's never anything wrong with deconstructing toxic mindsets that we've been conditioned to believe. Also, no body type is better than another. No person is better than another because of their size.
Incorrect.
Yeah, not because of their size, because of their race.
Because I Charlie hates the abos and I hate the niggers.
There you go.
I love that she just throws that in at the end. Also, it's racist.
Yeah.
Because black people are fat.
This bitch is... All right, so if you want to be a fat ass, be a fat ass. No one's stopping you. Don't... It's like the I hate to bring up the trans in this situation, but it's easy to do them. Like, I don't give two shits about your existence. Don't force me to do shit. Don't force me to accept you. Don't force me to use your words. Leave me the fuck alone, and we'll get along swimmingly. You know?
And if you tell me to respect you, I will intentionally disrespect you.
Respect isn't given, it's earned. You want me to respect you, you prove that you are respectable. That's all that is.
All right.
Like,
that's all I have for tonight, gentlemen. So take a moment to shill my co-hosts and guest. I Like Boobs has Quippers United on his channel, Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Moonshock has his Twitch channel linked in the description where he plays games that aren't as good as Super Seducer.
Ah.
Let's see. Terry is on Quippers United. He's on Johnny Hellcat's streams. He's on One Ton Hammers and Mr. Adams Minions Nights. He's on Tears Midnight streams. Every stream, as soon as you start a stream, he'll show up right behind you.
If you scream it, he will come.
You forgot Six's streams.
And 6 is sober streams. All right, Tier, anything you want to shill?
I want to show the Midnight Show, which is every Saturday at starting at 11:50. Me and Tyrabot, Rotten Corpse, and James Colley and Angela Ariaga. Angela, yeah. And then I want to show Rotten Corpse's movie reviews. Every Sunday we do a movie and we review it around 12 o'clock midnight on Sunday.
Tier, who's your guest for tomorrow?
Well, I'm trying to get somebody named Gunsky.
But all we have is I Like Boobs.
I know.
Look, that guy's a prick. You're better off without him.
Yeah.
I wish this other guy I like, his name is Moon and he's so dreamy.
No.
See, Moon. This is why we're breaking up, okay? This is why I'm leaving you. I'm going to leave you because you don't want to come on my stream, okay? You don't support my dream.
I'll be the guest. I'll be a regular and the guest, and my article will be exactly what you want. It'll be finally a Smogon article on the midnight.
Terry, why does every single solution for everything coming from you sound like we'll just clone me and that will make it better?
Well, more me is more good. That's just
Ty's a fucking AI, so it doesn't really matter. He's already all over the internet.
That sounds like a caveman getting an erection for the first time. More me is more good.
Come, woman, make more me.
All right. Let's see. I can't guarantee that there'll be a stream next week because
he hates us.
No. My friend's baby is literally due any day now, so
are you having
somebody think of the baby?
Are you having the baby? So why do you got to be there?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm there to help out and watch the dog.
Can't you bring the dog to can't you just take your laptop and can't you outsource it? Gunsky, you're now in charge.
Well, let's just say my schedule is not going to be predictable, okay? All right.
Yeah, bring the dog to the screen. Day, week.
So I'll keep you guys updated, but we'll see you guys next time.
See you later, guys.
See you later.
Leave me alone.